Okay, so and if you already know the answer for this, you may use the chat panel right away. Okay, so that mabilis po ang ating pagbibigay ng mga follow-up. Okay, follow-up quadratic equations. Okay, let's have x squared minus 2x minus 3 equals 0. Let's start with the values of a, b, and c. For the value of a, what is the value of a in the given quadratic equation? What's the value of a, Marianne? Okay, that is 1. And how about the value of b? Just simply raise your hand if you want to answer. Yes, Daryl. Is it positive or negative, Daryl? Okay, that is negative 2. How about the value of c? Cheryl? Okay, that is negative 3. So simply to say, we have a is equal to 1, b is equal to negative 2, and c is equal to negative 3. Okay? Next thing to do is to apply the given formula. We have b squared minus 4ac. Okay? Just simply substitute the values of a, b, and c. Okay? A, b, and c. If you are going to substitute, b, that is for negative 2. A is for positive 1. C is for negative 3. Okay, on your own, okay, using your scratch paper or your lecture notebook, what is the value of the quadratic equation? Just simply try to substitute. And you may use the chat panel for your answers. Substitute and then simplify. You already know how to substitute, okay, and how to simplify a given quadratic. Okay? So, Joseph, ang sagot ni Joseph ay 16. How about the others? So, si Eliza Jem, 16 din. Positive 16. Are you agree that this is, that the given, the value of a quadratic equation is 16? Are you agree? Okay. So, sige, tingnan mabuti inyong computation. Gaya na sinabi natin, all you have to do is just to simply substitute the values based on the given formula. The value of b is negative 2. Put a parenthesis, then minus 4. The value of a is 1. The value of c is negative 3. So therefore, just simplify. Okay? Simplify. Negative 2 squared, that is simply as negative 2 times negative 2, right? So therefore, the product is 4. And negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. Negative 4 times negative 3 is positive 12. So therefore, 4 plus 12 is equal to 16. Who got the correct answer for that? 16. Simply raise your hand. Okay, and for those who are answered already using the chat panel, okay, you are all good. Okay, next one, another quadratic equation. Number 2, we have k squared minus 8k plus 16 equals 0. The first thing to do is to find the values of a, b, and c. What's the value of a? What is the value of a? Yes, Rome?
Positive 1 po.
Okay, positive 1. How about the value of b? Cristel? Negative 8. How about the value of c? Kimberly? Okay, 16. So therefore, here are the values of a, b, and c. Second thing to do is to give the formula and then substitute the values of a, b, and c. Okay, so now, again, using your lecture notebook, what is the value of this quadratic equation? And after that, use the chat panel for your answers. Substitute and then simplify. Okay, so now, what is the answer? What is the answer? 0. Okay, Joseph got 0. Althea got 0. Answer, 0 din kay Shairil. Ganun din kay Eliza Jem. So, okay, so how about the others? O, 0 din yung iba. Are you agree that the answer is 0? Let's see. Just simply substitute the values of A, B, and C. B, that is negative 8 quantity squared. Just simply substitute and put a parenthesis. Okay? Then negative 4 times the value of A is positive 1. Then the value of C is 16. Negative 8 squared, that is equal to negative 8 times negative 8. That is equal to 64. Then, negative 4 times 1, that is negative 4. Negative 4 times 16, that is negative 64. Therefore, okay, the answer is 0. So all of you got the correct answer. Okay, let us proceed to number 3. Okay, number 3, given quadratic equation. Number 3, 2y squared plus 8y plus 3 equals 0. The first thing to do is to find the values of A, B, and C. What is the value of A there? Rizalyn? Okay, that is positive 2. How about the value of B? The value of B. Althea? Positive 8. How about the value of C? Zoe? Okay, positive 3. Okay, so therefore, these are the values of A, B, and C. Again, second thing to do is to give the formula that is B squared minus 4AC and substitute the given values of A, B, and C. Again, using your lecture notebook or any scratch paper there, compute for the value of this given quadratic equation. And use the chat panel for your answers. Joseph got 30, 54 for Rome, 40, Althea, Eliza Jem, 40, Christelle, 20. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look. I hope the others ay nakakasabay din sa ating activity. Anyway, continue sending your answers sa ating chat panel. Okay? So then, let's see. Tingnan natin kung ano bang lalabas na answer for this given quadratic equation. Okay, next, we have b squared minus 4ac. Just simply substitute the value of b, that is equal to 8, the value of a, that is equal to 2, the value of c, that is equal to 3. 8 squared, still, that is 64, minus negative 4 times 2, that is negative 8, negative 8 times 3, that is negative 24. So just simply subtract 64 minus 24 is equal to 40. Okay? So therefore, since ang 64 ay mas mataas compared kay 24, the sign that we are going to use is a positive. Okay? Positive sign. Then, sino man nakuha ng tamang sagot sa positive 40? Let me see your answers sa inyong chat panel, and then sa ating ayan, okay, yung mga naka-on cam natin. Okay, very good. Then next and last, okay, last one, number 4. We have 5n squared minus 4n plus 2 is equal to 0. First thing to do is to find the values of A, B, and C. What is the value of A? What is the value of A? Sean, Nitijo? That is positive 5. How about the value of B? The value of B. Joseph? Negative 4. And the value of C? Let's give chance for the others. Nicole? Okay, positive 2. So therefore, here are the values of A, B, and C. Then, based on the formula, we have B squared minus 4AC. All you have to do is to just simply substitute the values of A, B, and C. Then, compute. Gamitin ang inyong mga lecture notebook, scratch paper, and then for your answer, you may use the chat panel. Okay, 24 kay Eliza Gem, negative 24. Althea, negative 24. Negative 24 also kay Ellen. Ganun din kay Marianne. Kay Zoe. Kay Joseph. Okay? So, and kay Daryl. So, let's see. Let us now substitute the values of A, B, and C. Okay, for the value of B, we have negative 4. For the value of A, that is 5. And for the value of C, that is 2. Negative 4 squared, that is 16. Positive 16. 4, negative 4 times 5, that is negative 20. Negative 20 times 2, that is negative 40. So then, just simply subtract 16 minus 40, that is equal to negative 24. So therefore, the answer is negative 24. Okay? Okay, so who got correct answer there? Please raise your hand. Okay, good job. Then, now I want you to read the guide question posted on our screen. Could you please read the guide question? Pakibasa nga po. Katrina, pakibasa. Katrina Ablan. Naririnig po ba ako, nak? Okay, walang audio. Wala kang audio, nak. Okay. So, yes, Arian, pakibasa nga po.
How do you know the nature of the roots of a quadratic equation if the discriminant is equal to 0, greater than 0, and less than 0?
Okay. So, again, the question is, how do you know the nature of the roots of a quadratic equations if the discriminant is equal to 0, greater than 0, and less than 0? Okay, so mga anak, yung ating mga chat panel, wag nyo pong sobrahan. O, hintayin, isa-isa lang po. Isa lang ako nandirito, okay? So, lahat po kayo ay matatawag, isikapin po natin. Okay? Now, let us know as we go through the guide question. So, the discriminant of a quadratic equation. Yes, Katrina?
Sir, medyo delay po.
Medyo delay? Okay, medyo delay. Pero may audio naman pala si Katrina. Delay lang ako. Sige po ha. Sa inyo ba, delay po ba ako? Sa iba? Okay. Sige po, baka sa connection ni Katrina. Okay? So, dahil medyo maulan. Ganun din daw kay Gab. Okay? So, wait lang po ha. Huwag nyo pong anihin ang ating chat panel. So, hintayin nyo pong tawagin ko po kayo. So, siguro naman yung iba ay natatawag ko. Yung iba hindi na masyadong nauulit. So, medyo tanda ko naman kung sino yung mga natawag ko na. So, hintayin lang po. Tawagin ko naman yung pangalan ng iba. So, sabi ko nga, give chance to others. Okay? Okay, sige po. Let us now proceed to the discriminant of a quadratic equation. So the algebraic expression in our gear up activity a while ago, you already seen what is a b squared minus 4ac. B squared minus 4ac is called the discriminant. The discriminant tells us the nature of the roots of a quadratic equation. Now, going back to our gear up activity, these are the given quadratic equations there. Tama? Natatandaan niyo po ba sila? Sila yung mga quadratic equations na binigay natin, and then yung mga lumabas na value na po from the formula b squared minus 4ac is the value for the discriminant. Therefore, ito yung mga nakuha natin na values from the first quadratic equation, we have 16. Sa second quadratic equation, we have 0. Sa third, we have 40. And sa fourth, we have negative 24. Now, we're going to find or look for the roots of the quadratic equation as well as the number of real solution. So actually, this portion, okay, yung dalawa na yan, na nakikita natin na naka-box or naka-highlight ng blue, ay nakuha natin by different methodologies or method in solving a quadratic equation. You know already what are those? Tama? So we have 4 techniques or methods in order to find the roots of a quadratic equation. 4 po yun. So can you give me one of those 4 na i-discuss natin in our previous lesson? Can you give me one, Joseph? Extracting the square root. Okay? Extracting the square root. That's number 1. Okay? Very good. Number 2. Now, I'm finding and looking for the other student na hindi pa nagtataas kanina ng kamay. Okay, yung mga nakikita ko sa chat panel kanina, pwede na pong mag-react ngayon. Bakit nawawala na? Nawawala na sila. Pwede ko ba kayong tawagin kasi naaalala ko kung sino yung mga yon. Sino yung mga nakita ko sa screen na may mga sad face pa. Wala Ito lang ang mga nakataas ng kamay. Tatawag ako sa mga nakataas ng kamay. Okay? Okay, sige po. Cristel? Factoring quadratic equation. Okay, by factoring method, nabigay na po si extracting the square root, factoring method, and how about the third one? Third one, pangatlo, Bea?
Completing the squares.
Completing the square, that is number 3. And how about the fourth one? The last one that we have been discussed nung first lesson natin as we approaching the second quarter. Yes, Rome.
Using the quadratic formula po, sir.
Yes, quadratic formula. Okay? Quadratic formula. So those are the different methods in order to solve quadratic equation. Extracting the square root, factoring method, completing the squares, and quadratic formula. Now, to know what are the roots of a quadratic equation, okay, just simply the numbers of this quadratic equation or the roots of a quadratic equation, we are depending on the discriminant, okay, the discriminant of the given quadratic equation. Then, the value of the discriminant is identified based on the quadratic equation given. Now, the first one we have b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0. So, in our gear up activity, kinompute natin, po, yung isang quadratic equation and then kung ano ang kalalabasan ng quadratic equation using b squared minus 4ac or the discriminant. Okay, kapag ang lumabas doon sa quadratic equation is equal to 0, the number of real solution, okay, has only one, okay, has only one root but double root. Ano ibig sabihin nun, sir? Ibig sabihin, iisang number lang siya with a plus and minus sign. Did you get my point? For example, the roots are, okay, positive 1 and negative 1. So therefore, isang number lang siya but double root. Why? Because positive and negative 1. Did you get the point? Okay. So that is what we called b squared, or the discriminant is equal to 0. Ibig sabihin, kapag lumabas sa quadratic equation using the discriminant, okay, ay equal siya sa 0, ibig sabihin, ang number of real solution has only one, okay, one number but double root. Double root because positive and negative sign. And with the number of real solutions, it has, okay, only one real solution. Okay? Then, second one, if the given quadratic equation or the discriminant, okay, is greater than 0. Take note. Greater than 0, what are the numbers greater than 0? Can you give me one number greater than 0? Marianne? Okay, 1 up to positive infinity. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4 up to positive infinity. Is negative 1 is greater than 0? Yes, that is no. Okay? Negative infinity are less than 0. Okay, so then, take note, if the discriminant is greater than 0, mas mataas pa sa 0, meaning it has, okay, two real solution. Dalawa. It could be a positive 2 and a positive 3. Okay? Wala na pong kaso if it is a positive or negative. Basta magkaiba yung number. Did you get the point? Magkaiba yung number. Okay. And with accordance to the number of real solution, we have two distinct or unequal real solution. And sinasabi natin na magkaiba yung value ng roots ng quadratic equation. For example, x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 5. So therefore, merong unequal or two distinct real solution na magkaiba ang value ng x. Okay? Nakuha ba natin? Yun yung ginagamit natin, ay yung ina-apply natin, okay, by solving quadratic equations in different methods. Yung apat na method natin. Okay? Di po, magkakaiba yon, magkakaiba yung naging value ng x. Okay? Ibig sabihin, yung discriminant niya is greater than 0. Then, pangatlo po natin, if the discriminant is less than 0, take note, less than 0, can you give me one real number less than 0? Less than 0. Oh, any other hand? Especially those students na nagre-react doon sa ating ano natin, chat panel. Baka meron po. Saan na? Wala na? Can you give me one real number less than 0? Take note, less than 0. Yes, Zoe.
Negative 1 po.
Okay, negative 1. Okay, up to negative infinity. Take note of that, ha? Negative infinity. Mabot man ng negative 100, negative 101, that is still less than 0. Then, if the discriminant is less than 0, nakita natin na negative yung lumabas, okay, it means that the number of real solution is none. Okay, wala. Why? Because the value or the number of real solution, okay, the number of real solution, it has no real solutions. Ibig sabihin ng kalalabasan noon is imaginary. Merong radical expression. Na po? Merong mga radical expression. Katulad ng ginawa natin. Na po? Yung ginawa natin doon sa ating quadratic formula na kung saan nakita natin na there is, okay, or there is what we call a radical sign. Nakuha natin? no real solutions. Okay, then, now to better understand about the discriminant, we're going to apply, okay, the solution for this given quadratic equation. Could you please read example number 1? Pakibasa nga. Pakibasa nga, Gab.
Use the discriminant to determine the number of real solutions to the equation. M squared plus 2m minus 5 is equals to 0.
Okay. Use this discriminant to determine the number of real solutions to the equation. M squared plus 2m minus 5 is equal to 0. So the first thing to do is to apply, okay, or find the values of a, b, and c based on the given quadratic equation. So what is the value of a? What is the value of a? Again, what is the value of a? Bilang beses na po natin inuulit. Value of a, Nicole? Okay, that is 1. How about the value of b, Daryl? The value of b?
Positive 2 po.
Positive 2. How about the value of c, Eliza Jem?
Negative 5 po.
Negative 5. And then after that, remember in our gear up activity, we're going to use the discriminant. Okay, ang tawag na natin sa kanya, the discriminant. Okay, simply substitute the value of b squared minus 4ac. Substitute. Okay, 2 squared minus 4 times the value of a, which is equal to 1, times the value of c, which is equal to negative 5. 2 squared, that is equal to positive 4. Positive 4, and then negative 4 times 1, that is still negative 4, times negative 5, that is positive 20. So therefore, simplify 4 plus 20, that is equal to 24. Then, as we observe, that since, tama ba? Since 24 is greater than 0, it follows that the roots of m squared plus 2m minus 5 equals 0 are, okay, or has two distinct real solution. Tama po ba? Balikan lang natin yung table natin kanina. Kapag greater than 0 yung value ng discriminant, meaning the number of real solution, okay, it has two, okay, real solution. Two distinct, take note ha, two distinct real solution. So, ibig sabihin, magkaiba yung value ng numbers. Malinaw? Magkaiba. Nakakasunod? Okay. So, could you get the point? Nasundan po ba natin? Katulad ng ginawa natin sa gear up activity, but at the end part, okay, at the end part, you're going to figure out, okay, ano ang magiging nature, okay, nature of the roots of the given quadratic equation. Titignan nyo lang kung ano yung lumabas doon sa result using the discriminant method, and then identify what are the number of real solution and what is or are the nature of the roots. Malinaw? Ito lang yung idadagdag natin. Yung nasa bottom part. Okay? Kamukha ng ginagawa natin sa solving word problems involving quadratic equation. Sa pinaka-end part, dapat merong statement na ganito. Okay? Tatandaan ninyo, kapag greater than 0 ang discriminant, tandaan nyo itong format na nasa ibaba. Okay? Yung format na nasa ibaba, yun lang din ang susundan ninyo. Okay? Ready? Ready na po sa pangalawa? Example number 2. Example number 2, could you please read? Pakibasa nga, Mackley Jeff. Mackley Jeff, pakibasa nga po. Determine the number of real solutions to the equation. We have y squared plus 12y is equal to negative 36. Okay. So again, all you have to do is to first find the values of a, b, and c. Again, what's the value of a? What is the value of a? Kimberly?
1 po.
Okay, that is 1. How about the value of B? The value of B, Shairil? Positive 12. How about the value of C? The value of C. The value of C. Rizalin. Negative 36. It is negative 36. The first thing to do, ano ba napapansin natin sa quadratic equation? From its form, ano napapansin ninyo sa quadratic equation? Ano napapansin sa quadratic equation? Ellen?
Incomplete po.
Incomplete. Okay? So, incomplete ang form ng ating quadratic equation. So, meaning that the quadratic equation is not, okay, let's modify it. Let's modify the answer of Ellen. Anong napapansin natin doon sa quadratic equation? Tama po yun, incomplete. Anong tawag natin doon? Sa incomplete form ng quadratic equation. Dapat itama natin. Di po? Sa paanong paraan? Anong tawag natin doon? Yes, Althea.
Sir, yung form po dapat a squared plus bx plus c po.
Okay, dapat siya ay nasa form ng ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Anong tawag natin sa form na yon? Ano po ang tawag natin sa form na yon? Bea?
Quadratic equation po ba?
Quadratic equation. Okay? Quadratic equation. Itong given natin, that is still a quadratic equation. Pero anong tawag natin sa form ng ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0? Yes, Joseph.
Kailangan po siya standard form.
Okay, standard form. Take note of that. The word standard. Okay? Standard form of a quadratic equation. Take note of that, ha? Dahil merong standard form ng quadratic function. Tandaan nyo yan, di ba? Pinag-usapan natin si quadratic equation, quadratic function. Ito ay standard form, dapat standard form ng quadratic equation. So it means that the given quadratic equation, okay, is not in the form, okay? Wala siya sa form ng quadratic, okay? Standard form ng quadratic equation. So all you have to do is to just simply transpose or apply what property of equality ang i-apply natin para mailipat natin si negative 36 doon sa left side ng equation. Since negative 36, anong property of equality? What property of equality? Oh, wala na ibang kamay. Yes, Cristel? Yes, positive 36. Malinaw ba? Malinaw po. So, therefore, ang value ng C natin is not negative 36, but positive 36. Then, continue with the discriminant, b squared minus 4ac. Then, substitute the values of b, a, and c. Okay? For b, we have 12. For a, we have 1. And for c, we have positive 36. 12 squared, that is 144. Then, negative 4 times 1 times, negative 4 times 1, that is negative 4. Tama? Negative 4 times positive 36, that is negative 144. So, therefore, simplify 144 minus 144, that is equal to 0. Malinaw? That is equal to 0. So, therefore, since the value of the discriminant is equal to 0, the quadratic has one real solution or a double root. Tama? A double root. Ibig sabihin, isa lang ang value, isa lang ang number, but it could be positive or negative. Nakuha? At paano natin malalaman yung roots ng quadratic equation? Paano natin malalaman yung roots ng quadratic equation? Using the four methods. Tama? yung 4 methods in order to solve quadratic equation. Malinaw? Malinaw po ba? Okay. So, ito naman. Take note of this. Kapag lumabas sa discriminant ay 0, ang kaniyang nature, okay, or the nature of the roots is, okay, has one real solution or a double root. Take note ha, ito na ngayon yung ano natin, template na ilalagay ninyo sa lower part ng inyong solution. So, copyhin nyo na yan para ito na ang magiging template po ninyo. Okay? Okay po ba? Nakakasunod po ba? Please thumbs up. Please thumbs up. Yes, Ariane?
Sir, paano po naging 144 yung una po?
144.
Paano po naging 144?
Okay, that's a good question. 12 squared, take note of this. Okay, 12 squared is just simply 12 times itself. Tama? Times itself. So, therefore, 12 times 12, yung indication ng square doon, i-multiply mo yung 12 sa sarili niya. So, 12 times 12, that is equal to 144. Nasagot ko po ba, Arian?
Opo, sir.
Okay. So, ganun din dito ha, sa sumunod. Okay? We have negative 4 times 1. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. Isa-isa lang pag multiply kasi magkasama si 4AC. Negative 4 times 1, that is still negative 4. Huwag nyo pong kakalimutan yung symbol. Negative 4 times 36, that is 144. Okay? 144. So, that is equal to 0. Okay? Nakasunod po ba? Shall we proceed to the third one? Okay. Example number 3. Example number 3, could you please read? Dito naman, sa mga hindi ko pa naririnig. Hindi ko pa naririnig eh. Okay, Katrina, okay na ba? Baka marinig ko na si Katrina. Pakibasa nga po.
Find the number of real solution of the 4 squared plus 26x plus 45. Sir, kinakabahan ako.
Ba't ka kinakabahan, nak? Sige, tuloy lang. Plus 45. Okay, equals 0. Okay, so we're going to determine the number of real solutions to the equation 4x squared plus 26x plus 45 equals 0. Then, again, the first thing to do is to find the values of A, B, and C. Then, what is the value of A based on the given quadratic equation? Value of A. The value of A. Nicole? Positive 4. How about the value of B? Haja?
26 po.
26. How about the value of C? Daryl? Positive 45. The next thing to do is to apply the discriminant rule. Okay? We have B squared minus 4AC. B squared minus 4AC. Then, after that, just simply substitute the values of A, B, and C. Okay? For the B, that is positive 26. For A, that is positive 4. For C, that is 45. What is 26 squared? What is 26 squared? Marianne, what is 26 squared? 676. So it is just simply 26 times 26, right? 26 times 26, that is 676. So 4, okay, we have negative 4 times 4, that's still negative 16. And negative 16 times 45, that is negative 720. Okay? Ulitin natin. 26 squared, that is positive 676. Then negative 4 times 4, that is negative 16. Negative 16 times 45, that is negative 720. Then, simplify. What is 676 minus 720? Let me see. You may use the chat. Everybody use the chat panel for your answer. Everybody use the chat panel. Okay. Kay Eliza Gem, nakikita ko po, negative 44. And for the others, negative 44 then. Okay, negative 44. So if we have to subtract 676 minus 720, okay, the difference is negative 44. Now, is negative 44 is greater than 0, less than 0, or equal to 0? Anong classification ng negative 44? Joseph?
Less than 0 po.
Less than 0. So how about its the nature or the number of real solution? What's the number of real solution netong negative 44? Based doon sa ating table of discriminant or the discriminant table. Ano ang number ng real solution niya? Bea?
No real solutions.
Okay.
Imaginary.
No real solution, or simply none. Now, when we talk about number of real solution, none. And when we talk about nature of the roots, that is no real solutions or imaginary. So it could be merong radical expression, okay, radical expression doon sa solution natin. Okay, kapag ginamit natin yung different methods in solving quadratic equation. So therefore, since negative 44 is less than 0, the quadratic equation has no real solution. Take note of that. Has no real solution, or it could be an imaginary. Okay? Imaginary solution. Okay, tatandaan nyo na po yan ha. Kapag negative ang discriminant, ito yung template natin, yung nasa baba. Ang papalitan nyo lang, yung magiging value nung discriminant. Okay? Since dito negative 44, negative 44 ang ilalagay po natin. Malinaw po ba? Nakakasunod po ba? Are you sure? Okay. So, let us try. Everybody, I want you to use your lecture notebook or any scratch paper there to answer this given quadratic equation. Now, it's your turn. I want you to determine the number of real solutions to the equation k squared plus 10k plus 25 equals 0. Again, gagawin nyo lang, susundan nyo lang yung process, yung procedure na ginagawa natin. Okay? Katulad ng ginawa natin sa gear up and then sa mga succeeding example. And sa pinaka-last part, kaya sinabi ko sa inyo, tandaan niyo yung template na sa ilalim. No po, yung merong since, yung may mga hence, therefore, pinatanda ko sa inyo yan. At the end of your solution, makikita ko yung, okay, yung mathematical statement na nagsasabi na ito ay ito ay merong one real solution, ito ay merong two distinct real solution, or merong itong no real solution or imaginary. Okay? So I want you to identify the nature of the roots of the quadratic equation. You may start answering, and I'll give you at least 3 minutes to answer kasi kayang-kaya nyo naman yan for 3 minutes. So while you are answering, okay, let's have a short, okay, recall doon sa process or procedure na ginagawa natin. Since we have k squared plus 10k plus 25 equals 0, as we observe that this is written in standard form, right? It is in the standard form. So the first thing to do, anong first thing to do? First step natin? Okay, anong first step natin?
Find the value of A, B, and C.
Find the value of A, B, and C. Okay. And after that, kapag nakuha nyo na yung value ng A, B, and C, ano yung formula natin? Yung discriminant. Ano nga po ulit yung discriminant natin? Rome?
B squared minus 4AC po.
B squared minus 4AC. And then, after that, after you're giving the formula, what comes next? You're going to, Nicole? Okay, substitute the values of A, B, and C. After substituting the values, you're going to, after that, after substituting the values, you're going to, Joseph?
Simplify pa.
Okay, simplify. Okay, if it is addition or subtraction. And the last part is to, di ba, parang sa ano natin, sa word problems, you're going to translate, di ba? Parang yung last part natin rather is to express, tama? Express your answer into mathematical statement based on the discriminant. Okay, based on the discriminant. Sino tapos na? Taas ang kamay. O, naisulat nyo rin yung template sa baba, yung express part. Okay, so one more minute for the others. Okay, so for those who have the answers already, you may use the chat panel for your answer for the discriminant. Okay, for the discriminant only. Yung kinalabasan ng discriminant using the formula B squared minus 4AC. Sa mga tapos, just continue what you are doing. Okay, majority got 0. Okay, 0 ang mga nakuha nilang sagot. Is there anyone who's still answering? Taas nga po ang kamay, nagsasagot pa? Wala na? So, ibig sabihin, pwede na po natin sagutan ang inyong ang inyong task. Okay? So, let's see. And I want everybody to look at the screen. Okay, face the screen and let's see yung procedure ng pagkakagawa po ninyo in order to solve this quadratic equation. Again, the given is k squared plus 10k plus 25 equals 0. Then, just simply substitute the values of a, b, and c. A is equal to 1, b is equal to 10, and c is equal to 25. Nakasunod po ba? Nakuha po yon. Okay, kung doon pa lang, very good na agad. Okay? And next thing to do, gaya na sinabi natin kanina, is to give the formula for the discriminant. And that is b squared minus 4ac. And you're going to substitute. Tama? Substitute. B is for 10, A is for 1, C is for 25. What is 10 squared? What is 10 squared? Zoe, what is 10 squared?
100 po.
Okay, 100. And what is negative 4 times 1 times 25? Cheryl? Okay, negative 100. And what is 100 minus 100? Everybody use your hands, okay, to give at least the symbol, no, ng sagot ninyo for 100 minus 100. That is, okay, that is 0. Okay, that is 0. Then, based on the discriminant or the value of the given quadratic equation, what is, okay, or in the express part, okay, ano ang nature ng roots, okay, nature of the roots of the quadratic equation. nature of the roots of a quadratic equation. Yes, Aryan.
Sir, yung buo po ba?
Yes, yung buo po. Since, may ganun po.
Since the discriminant is equal to 0, a quadratic has one real solution in double root.
Okay, has one real solution in double root. So exactly, very well said, Aryan. Nakasunod po ba? Since the value of the discriminant, di ba po, is equal to 0, the quadratic equation has one real solution or a double root. Nakasundan po natin? Nakasunod po ba? Okay, sino mga nakuha ng tamang sagot for that? With the procedure, ha? With the procedure. Just simply raise your hands. Okay, very good and good job, no, for everyone. And doon sa hindi, okay, nice try. And for the activity, sa mga sunod na activity, no, i-apply lang natin yung procedure natin in solving a quadratic equation, finding the discriminant, and express your answer into mathematical statement. So going back to our guide question earlier, how do you know the nature of the roots of a quadratic equations if the discriminant is equal to 0, greater than 0, and less than 0? Let's start with the discriminant whereas equal to 0. What is the nature of the roots? What is the nature of the roots, Ellen?
One real solution po.
Okay, one real solutions or a double root. Tama? So if b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, the nature of the roots has one real solution. How about if, okay, if the discriminant is greater than 0? Greater than 0. Cheryl? Greater than 0? Again? Greater than 0? Come again, Cheryl? No real solution. Okay, nice try. No real solution nga ba pag greater than 0? Yes. Daryl.
Two distinct real roots po.
Okay, two distinct real solution. If b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, take note ha, ayan po ang symbol ng greater than. The nature of the roots has two distinct real solution. Ibig sabihin, merong dalawang real solution na magkaiba ang value ng number. Sa nauna, merong one real solution, pero it could be a positive and a negative. Okay? Positive and negative sign. Then, how about if the discriminant is less than 0? Less than 0. Nicole?
No real solution po.
Okay, no real solution. If b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, the nature of the roots has no real solutions. Nakakasunod po ba? Nasundan po ba natin? Remember the rules. Okay? If the discriminant is 0, it has one real solution. If the discriminant is greater than 0, it has two distinct real solution. If the discriminant is less than 0,